All right, now let's head straight to Seoul to get the latest on President Xi's South Korea trip. Our Shane Hahm is standing by with the latest. Shane, so Presidents Xi and Park held a joint press conference earlier today. Several key economic points brought up. To remember, diplomatic ties between the two nations was only established back in 1992. But from a business and economic standpoint, China and South Korea have made tremendous progress, huh?
Indeed they have, Michael. We're talking about $230 to about $270 billion worth of cross-border trade last year, depending on what source you look at. And that figure is expected to reach over $300 billion next year. So, like you said, if you take into account the fact that these two countries established diplomatic ties just 2 decades ago, the figure is astounding. If you look at the agreements that were made today by both presidents, both agreed to work on a direct currency transaction market where business can be conducted solely through the yuan and the won currencies. So for Korea, China is the country's largest trading partner, making up more than 20% of its total trade. So this kind of agreement makes sense, and it also lowers the dependence on the U.S. dollar in international trade. But on the flip side, it's important for China as well, in that it helps Beijing's interests in possibly internationalizing the Chinese currency. And for Korea, we could possibly see more direct investments from China flowing into the country as well. So many of the large businesses in Korea, like the Samsung Electronics and the Hyundai Motors, have facilities in China. But these agreements would be a major stepping stone for increased investments across the border for both small and medium-sized firms as well. Michael?
Yeah, direct yuan-to-yuan trading, that means more financial investment cooperation between the two sides. And Shane, of course, all eyes on that free trade deal between the two nations. We've gone through now 11 rounds of talks. Where do we stand now on this FTA with President Xi's visit?
Well, the 12th round is slated for later this month in Seoul, but both President Xi and Park agreed today for the need to fast-track this deal to try and sign it by the end of this year. The reason for the holdup so far has been that both sides obviously want to protect industries which each consider sensitive, agriculture and fisheries for Korea, and machinery, steel, and petrochemical goods for China. But at the last meeting in Beijing during the 11th round, trade representatives from both sides stated that they've made meaningful progress in both goods and investments. If a trade deal were to go into effect, experts here say that bilateral trade will undoubtedly increase. Last year, South Korea held a $63 billion trade surplus with China, one of the few nations that actually record a surplus. But with this visit by President Xi, don't be surprised if trade reps reach a deal sooner rather than later. Michael?
All right, Shane, many thanks for that update and report. Shane Hahm for us live in Seoul. Thank you.